I grew up in New Orleans, and then at a very young age, I loved dance. I was a dancer, like ballet, tap, acrobatics. I took all of that, and I wanted to actually go to school to become a choreographer. That was my dream. And that led me to the Miss Louisiana pageant. I forgot the choreography, fell in love with news broadcasting. I wanted to be an anchor. That was it. I wanted to be an anchor. So you never know what little curves life will throw you. And I say embrace all curves. Even if you hate the little, you may have a job on the side, even if you hate it, don't hate it. You will use every part of that job later on in your life. So my little curve was I was in a pageant, and then I became the Floral Trail Queen. And then Playboy magazine came through town. I went out to meet the photographer, and he said to me, well, how would you pose? Would you pose blah? Or I said, no, I don't want blah. I want this. Covered. I want all my clothes on. And there I am in the magazine, completely dressed in one of those big antebellum gowns, you know, with those big hoop skirts. The Floral Trail Society, they pulled my title from me, and they made another girl queen. So I decided to bring the Floral Trail Society to court. I'm going to be in journalism. They're not going to make it seem like I was in Playboy and it was a bad thing. When I was told that I couldn't do something, it made me go for it harder and just more seriously. And I mean, yes, I was definitely told no. And by the way, went through in my Hollywood years a lot of what we're hearing today with the casting couch, which we're hearing out of Hollywood. That's very alive and well. So it started off when I was told that I was too sexy to do stand-up comedy in LA, and I wanted to do stand-up, and I started kind of after the Paula Poundstones and the Roseanne Barrs were out there. They were housewives that turned into comedians, and I wanted to just do stand-up, and I was told, no, you can't do it. So, because no one knew where to put me. No one was wearing short skirts, big hair, and big boobs. So I said, hey, you can be funny and have big boobs. There's no law against that. So I started doing stand-up and started getting paid. You know, I started out on literally in front of comedy clubs, like the Comedy Store and the Improv, waiting for my place to do 5 minutes, and someone went, huh, and I thought it was a laugh, and I kept going. And it didn't matter if someone told me no. I knew that I had something special to offer, and you just have to keep going for it. So even today with my brand, the Rhonda Speeches brand, I mean, we do thousands of SKUs of items. We're not just bras, we do intimate apparel, we do sleepwear, we do loungewear, we do other brands, which I'll talk about in a minute, but you know, I just never look at another brand and copy them. I don't want to copy them. I don't know how many of you people remember me from USA Up All Night. I did that from 91 to 98. Anybody remember that show? You remember that? Okay, cool. So I hosted these B-movies, and even that, when I got that gig, I was so tired of being told that I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that, I looked this, I looked that, even though I had never stopped working from the time I hit LA in 1979. Now it's 1991. I was doing stand-up comedy successfully, headlining Las Vegas clubs. It was fabulous, but I was told, oh, this is a host job. You're going to be hosting movies. So all the other women showed up like in newscaster broadcast suits back then. And I showed up in like a plastic dress cut down to my waist in the front and the back. I brought my blow dryer and plugged it in the audition and started blowing out my hair. I got the job. I was different. And that lasted 9 wonderful years and gave me this wonderful cult following that people still write me today. And then my stand-up comedy gigs and all over, the money went up, the prices went up, so the appearances went up. So with that, I hocked all of my jewelry. And it's true, we and my husband, we turned in his 401k because we believed that we could do it. We didn't have anyone that was helping us, no one. And both of us had gone all the way up in both of our careers, but I was a single woman spending a lot of money, and he had gone through a divorce. So we were kind of, you know, just making it. I mean, we'd been here and then we were here. We sat in Canada, in Quebec, for like a week working on this bra. The technology was there, so the product was, similar products were out there in very small amounts, mainly in Sears in Canada. But I think it was with Bobby Carter, and I literally said, it's like a big sigh of relief. And then I just branded it right there. I said, ooh, I went home and I said, that's a good name for the bra, and it was a good name for the bra. And my husband was watching the numbers kept through years. We're flying on this bra that we created. So they tested this infomercial not knowing what it would do. We taped it so inexpensively in a little boutique that we owned at the time, and all of a sudden, it just blew up. And everybody in the infomercial world was like, what? And we never put our price lower, like a lot of infomercials, it's like $9.99 and you get 3 more free, whatever. We never did that. We kept it, it was, at the time it was $20 a bra, that's what we were selling for on HSN, and the infomercial rolled out at $59.90 for 3. So we, and HSN didn't want us to we didn't want to cheapen the product. This thing just killed, it screamed, and the next thing you know, we are selling the bra in 34 countries, and it was screaming internationally. Thank you.